Just to show you guys what it looks like on the passenger side. Yeah, that's how much room we have. This is where the difficult parts come through. After messing with it, we finally got the headers out and the cats out. Holy shit! All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, here with another video. And as you guys can tell from the title, the Corvette is finally getting the long tube headers from Extreme Online Store. Everything that we have to go on the Corvette is sitting right here. So the beautiful, beautiful headers. They're ready to put all of this on, and I'm super hyped to see how this is gonna make the Corvette sound. So this is gonna be one heck of an install because of how much room you have in the engine bay. It is not like the Mustang. You do not have that much room. What's gonna be a pain is getting your hands down there to that bolt right there, because that is gonna be super hard. And don't even get me started over there on the passenger side. Just to show you guys what it looks like on the passenger side. Yeah, that's how much room we have. So we have to remove this and then probably some places over here so we can get our hands in and get to that bolt back there and all the ones right here. It's gonna be a hassle, but we've done worse. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So this is my first time ever working on a Chevy. So here, do not take any advice from me. But when you're taking off your coil packs, you literally just pull them and then they pop off. So like so, and that's one coil pack off, or a coil wire. So now we just got to get all the other ones off. All right, so just like that, we got all the coil packs off or wires, and then now we just need to start breaking all of the header bolts loose. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and then there's one way back there that you can't even see. So that one is going to be fun to get to. All right, so we have 3 out of the 5 bolts, I believe, that are in here. We still have the corner one there, and then the other one there. That one, I think it's going to be easier for us to get to after we disconnect the cats or the down pipes. And then I can fish my hand under here and get right there, because there's just no way I can get anything on this. The only other way is to take off the heat shield right here. But again, we still got to wait because we have to get to that bolt right there to get this heat shield off. Also, I'm not recording on how to get those bolts off because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just put a wrench on it and you take it off. All right, before I forget, let me show you guys how to get this little battery pack or fuse pack off. It's pretty self-explanatory. This one, there's 4 latches here, there, and there. You have to squeeze them outwards so then this can come out. Once when that comes out, you can push these together and then the whole entire thing comes out, and then you can now take this whole off. But there's one more piece. You have to take that off. I have not taken it off yet, but I wanted to show that before I forget. All right, so let me show you guys how to get this out because I took a little bit to get it. So there's a little like pick right here. You just push in and then the whole thing slides out like that. That's it. You just push those little clip pins on everything and then it just slide right out. So everything that's pretty much needs to come off on the top is now done. Now we just need to raise the car up in the air and then get underneath. So now that the car is up in the air, we have to take off this whole big shield right here that has a bunch of millions of bolts. And after that, then we can start working on unbolting right here. The X pipe will drop down. And then we also have the cat sitting right here that I think the best part about it is to knock those little bolts off. That way the cats can drop out of here. And then, yeah, so that's gonna be fun. This is where the difficult parts come through. I actually do gotta give you guys an update that when we were doing the coil packs, the wires, yeah, some of them snap. So one thing that I will say to you, if you guys are planning on doing the same install, make sure you have another set ready to go, because unfortunately I do not. So I'm gonna finish doing this job, but I'm gonna have to wait for the new wires to come in. It sucks because 2 of them went bad and then all the other side was perfectly fine. So yeah, just a heads up, if you are doing the same job, make sure you have extra coil pack wires, and then also, I forget what was the other thing. Oh, and sleeves, because I know the stock one comes with the heat shields, but make sure the ones that you get have the same thing. So let's go ahead and get those bolts off. All right, so let me tell you guys, I got 1 bolt off right there. Still have 2 more on this side, but I did get 2 off on this side right here. So I got that one. Well, I guess I can get this one too, but I got that one and then I got that one. So still have 1 more here. This is gonna probably be the first side that comes off, but this side right here is gonna be a pain. And I really think, I was trying to get away with not taking off my oil cooler pipes, but it's gonna look like we have to. So, I just didn't want to do any of that. So I made some progress over here. So we got the bolts off on the middle, and then we got another bolt off on this side. So now we only have one, and that's chilling right up there. Then we also got 2 bolts off on this side, and we have the last 2 remaining on this. We do have this one busted off. So that one is loose, but that one is not. So we have to fight with that. After messing with it, we finally got the headers out and the cats out. Oh, this is where we're gonna have to leave the car right now, is because I want to change out the spark plugs and I need to buy new coil wires right over here. Unfortunately, even if we get the headers all bolted up and ready to go, we cannot start it because we need new wires, because 3 of them, I believe, broke. The good news is all of the headers is out and we don't have to worry about that anymore. It was a struggle. You know, it's all out. We're ready to go. The whole bottom end is all good. And then this is what I was talking about. Let me grab up on the ladder. This is what I was talking about. So I don't know when the last time those spark plugs were serviced. So it's probably better to me to change out the spark plugs and know that there's fresh new set of everything. So coil wires and spark plugs. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna order new everything and then install the long tubes. But then again, I am thinking maybe I should just install the long tubes and then I can still do the spark plugs and the coil wires. It sucks that I didn't film any of this process. It was a struggle, let me tell you that. But shout out to my little brother. He came over here and he helped me real quick. And now we're on to the next step. This is how it will stay for probably overnight or the next day. All right, guys, so it's the next day and we're back in the shop trying to finish off the header job. And what I have an update for you guys is we have the long tubes officially sitting into the Corvette. I went ahead, shoved them up there, got the O2 sensor in right here, and all it needs to do up there is put the gaskets and bolt it in. Same with this side here. And one note that I do want to put is I seen a lot of other videos, they had to replace this, or not replace it, but how to take off the oil cool lines. You don't need to do that at all, dude. You can fit this in there, no problem. Takes a little bit of finessing, but that part right there is what gets in your way. So now the final things to do is to go up top. So lower down the Corvette, put the new gaskets on, get the new bolts on, and we're good to go. All right, so the car is on the floor. All we gotta do is bolt up the headers right here. We have the gasket in. I'm gonna put in 1 bolt on this side. Try my best to get it right there on that side and then do the same over there. Get those snug and then, or the other one started, and then go underneath and finish it up. One thing I did wanna say to you guys is, so I was debating on getting studs for the car, but after me and my brother wire brushed the new bolts, or the old bolts, they look pretty damn new. So we're just gonna go ahead and go like that and leave it as it is. So let's go ahead and slap those into the gaskets back there. All right, so yeah, I started this headers around 10 o'clock in the morning. It is now almost 2 p.m. But the headers are in on both sides, the driver's side and passenger side. Now let me say this, all the people on YouTube that said that the passenger side is the hardest part, you guys are smoking, because the passenger side I got done in like 5 minutes versus that side took me like 2 or 3 hours. But anyways, the whole top side is all done. I'm leaving everything unbuttoned up top because we still have to put the coil packs on, but now it's time to raise the car up, get those O2 sensors in, and then finish off the exhaust. All right, so everything underneath the Corvette is done. No, I did not record because there's a lot of stuff that I'm running into, and honestly, it's taking me way longer than what I thought. But anyways, the only concern that I have is the O2 sensor plug right here. It's kind of like it's a hand width apart from the header. I think we should be okay, but that is a concern. On this side, all the O2s are all tucked away, so we're good to go. But yeah, everything underneath is all bolted up. We are set to set down the car and then start putting together the top part. All right, so the car is all back to normal other than the top part. We have the headers in. We just gotta wait for the coil packs to come in. This is probably how the car will be sitting for the next couple of days until I get the coil packs in. All right, I said that I was gonna leave the Corvette alone, but I turned and I changed my mind. It was driving me crazy, so I went to AutoZone, picked up some new wires. Now we can throw them into the Corvette and we can get this thing started tonight. I already transferred all the heat shielding. All we gotta do is plug them in, finish buttoning up the interior, and we're good to go to start this thing. All right, guys, all of the spark plug wires are plugged in on both sides. We're ready to finish putting up this little fuse box, and then this thing can get turned on. The whole car is 100% back together. Everything is ready to go. Fingers crossed, everything went well. Now it is time to start it. All right, guys, let me go get in it and start her up. Fingers crossed, everything go well. that we didn't have any exhaust leaks, but we do have 2 exhaust leaks right here, right at the 2 bending points. So there's exhaust leaks going on right there. So I have to take this off, redo it again, take off that, redo it again. So yeah, that's a later issue to deal with, but good thing that that was it. All the right here are good to go. So guys, so that is it for the install of the headers for the C7 Corvette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is where I'm gonna leave it off. We still have to fix those exhaust leaks, but I'll fix that off camera. But man, am I hyped to hear this thing. I can't wait to have it outside and get a true cold start. Because in the shop, you're it's warm, it's insulated and stuff like that. So outside when it gets cold, I cannot wait to hear how this thing is gonna sound, because it is ridiculously loud for me just starting it right there. Go ahead, hit that like button, favorite this, or subscribe to this video, and comment what you're excited to see. But like that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. See ya.